What is up, guys? It's your boy Topher back again with another week of predictions here. We are finally in week 10, almost getting to the end of the season here. I'm now up to 47-24 on the season after going 10-4 last week, picking some of the upsets right. Some of them I didn't predict, aka things like the Dolphins and all that. But I mean, if you do enjoy the predictions, make sure to hit that like button. Also drop a sub if y'all haven't already. But without further ado, let's get into the picks. And with our first game, the Thursday night game with the LA Chargers, 4-5, traveling to Oakland to play up against the 4-4 Raiders. The Raiders do have a better record, but don't let that fool you. The Chargers have been playing very decently these past 2 weeks, beating the Packers last week, whooping them. I mean, the Packers kind of made it like, 2 scores at the end. It could have been 1 score if they didn't make it on 4th and goal. But I mean, nonetheless, the Packers got beat fair and square, even though there was reports of them not utilizing their time, aka going to like clubs and stuff before the game. But hasn't been confirmed. So with all that being said, I think the Chargers will be able to handle the Raiders pretty easily. So give me the Chargers 28-17. And our first 1 o'clock game, we have the 2-7 New York Giants traveling, actually not traveling too, they play in the same freaking stadium, but playing the 1-7 New York Jets, the trash bowl of this week. Give me the Giants. Jets lost to the freaking Dolphins last week. They deserve no respect. It wasn't even that close of a game either. I think Dolphins won by 2 possessions. So give me the Giants in this one, 21-7. Next off, we have what should be a blowout game. 1-7 Falcons traveling to New Orleans to play the 7-1 Saints. Saints coming off of a bye, should take care of the Falcons. Give me the Saints in this one, 45-17. Kind of a blowout. And moving on to our fourth game, we have the 6-3 Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Tennessee to play the 4-5 Tennessee Titans. Titans not looking too hot. Chiefs, they said they do expect to play Pat Mahomes. Should be back. I don't know 100%, but they really won't need Pat Mahomes at 100% for this game. So, speculating this game with Pat Mahomes, I think the Chiefs should be able to get a decent win. Titans will put up a fight, though. Chiefs still win 24-17. Next off, we might even have a trashier bowl with the 6-2 Ravens traveling to Cincinnati to play the 0-8 Bengals, last on winning team in the league, who haven't gotten their first win yet. Ravens should plow them over after beating the Patriots by like a lot. So give me the Ravens in this one, 35-7. Next off, what should be a really good game, surprisingly, we have the 6-2 Buffalo Bills traveling to Cleveland to play the 2-6 Cleveland Browns. Season on the line for the Browns here. They can't get 7 losses to start off the season. Well, 2-7 to start off the season. Bills playing to save their reputation after getting whipped up on by the Eagles like a couple weeks ago. So both are out to prove something, but the Bills just have the better team. Baker Mayfield's been trash up against the Bills defense, which is like 3rd best in the league, behind like the 49ers, who are like really good, and the Patriots, who were looking good until they played the Ravens. So give me the Bills in a low scoring match, 17-14. Next game here, we have the Cardinals, who almost beat the 49ers last week at 3-5-1, going to Tampa Bay to play the 2-6 Buccaneers. Cardinals should get pretty easy win here. Buccaneers don't really have a defense, and Jameis Winston is very on and off. He was on last weekend against the Seahawks. I think he'll be off this weekend, kind of just alternative. So I think the Cardinals should get a pretty convincing win here. I'll give them the win, 31-21. Next off, we have a good divisional game with the 3-4-1 Lions traveling to Chicago to play the 3-5 Chicago Bears. Both teams not as good as expected coming into the season. Both have a lot to prove if they want a shot at the playoffs. Favorable matchup for the Bears. Bears, one of the worst offenses in the league, going up against one of the worst defenses in the league, as in yards per game. So, still give me the Lions in this one. Lions offense really good. Bears defense has not been as good as on paper. So, give me the Lions in this one. Kind of low scoring, 21-17. Next game here, we have the 1-7 Dolphins getting a 4 o'clock game, since they got their first win up against the 5-3 Colts. Colts most likely without Brissett. probably going to rest him for another week. Shouldn't matter, even though the Dolphins got a win and the Colts got a loss last week. Still, give me the Colts in this one. Should win. I wouldn't predict a high-scoring matchup just because Brissett's not in there. But give me the Colts in this one, 28-17. And with our first 4-25 game, we have the 5-3 Carolina Panthers traveling to Green Bay to play up against the 7-2 Green Bay mother-loving Packers, man. Should be a really good game. Hyped to see this one in prime time. Dude, y'all are going to make fun of me because I'm picking the Packers. I've never picked against the Packers this season, and what has that gotten me? A 7-2 record, which is really good. But, yeah, I could see ways Packers can lose in this one, unlike last weekend where they just freaking choked. But, like everybody said on the Packers, and like everyone said, just like all the announcers, that was really a wake-up call for the Packers, so they won't be doing all that stuff, like I said earlier, partying, all that good stuff. They're going to be focused this week. I mean, hopefully for the rest of the season, but I know this week because they literally paid the price literally last week. So I think they'll be locked in, playing like themselves, just like they did against the Cowboys after they got their first loss, even though it wasn't really because of a lack of focus. This one was. So I think the Packers should win pretty convincingly. Not a blowout, I'd say. Christian McCaffrey should carry their offense against our defense that is horrific against run defenses. So I think the Packers will win in a kind of high-scoring match. Give me the Packers 31-21 in this. Moving on to our next game at 4:25, we have the 5-3 Rams going to Pittsburgh to play the 4-4 Steelers. Steelers barely winning last weekend. Rams have been on a roll, as in they play bad teams. But, I mean, it gives them some momentum still. I think they'll carry that momentum into now to beat the Steelers. So, yeah, I think the Rams will be able to advance to 6-3, keep up in the tight NFC West. And, yeah, pick up a much-needed win. So, give me the Rams in this one, 28-17. And with our next game here, the 8:20 game on Sunday night, we have the 6-3 Minnesota Vikings playing the 5-3 Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. Just the stats on this one is going to choose my winner. Kirk Cousins, I think it said, is like 0-10, like in prime time or something, and like hasn't won a game against like a winning team ever. But you know, that's the main reason why I would be picking them. Dak, pretty good in prime time. Same with Zeke. Just, you know, who's the better prime time team? It's the Cowboys. You know, maybe I'm just rooting for the Cowboys because they're playing the Vikings, who have been creeping up on the Packers in the NFC North. But, you know, give me the Cowboys in this one. Vikings fall to 6-4. Cowboys move up. It's also for them to keep the NFC East, which is very important. So, you know, they're playing for much more than the Vikings. So, give me the Cowboys in this one. It'll be a high-scoring, close match. Give me the Cowboys 35-32. And with our final game of Week 10, we have the 7-2 Seattle Seahawks playing their division rival and undefeated team, only undefeated team left in the whole NFL, the 8-0 49ers. This should be a very freaking good game. Everybody must watch. Even if you're like not even like a fan of a team in the NFC and this doesn't matter for you, dude, just watch it. It's gonna be a really good game. It's in San Francisco as well. I will be picking the 49ers for the sole purpose of that. I want the 49ers to be undefeated by the time the Packers play them in 2 weeks' time after their bye week. So if the 49ers can stay undefeated until then, and the Packers just go and spank them right then, Packers will be easy favorites for the North. So, or not the North, the NFC. So, you know, give me the 49ers in this one. Should be a lower scoring game just because they both have decent defenses, but 49ers have the advantage. So give me the win there, 28-24. Also, thank you guys for tuning in to the video. Drop a like, subscribe if y'all do enjoy this. I should be posting another one next week. I post them all the time on Wednesdays, so just make sure to tune in for that. But without further ado, I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll see y'all in the next predictions video. Peace out, guys.